I started this trip, so don't mention the server password in.
Okay, I won't change it, so it'll be the same.
Yeah.
Just mention.
What's that, Distro? Do you want to say that again?
What? I didn't say anything.
Okay, I'll save this as 3 more weeks.
Crikey, 6 people in.
Hurry up.
So it's a fairly simple mission. However, one bit of it is now going to be bugged because I'm not rewriting all the triggers in VR in a headset because it would be too uncomfortable and take too long. So starts off with a light seed / CAS. There's a couple of SA8s, some Shilkers, and then some BMPs, which you have to take out. We don't have to take all of them out, just have to get them down to 50% to get to the next trigger. The next trigger is we have to do a low pass for some people who are stranded in a town just to keep the locals off their back. This will only be able to be done by the lead Harriers of each squadron now because the triggers will have messed up. After that, we RTB for some weapons, and we have to take out a convoy, and there'll be some air-to-air as well. Very limited air-to-air. I made sure they will only have sidewinders, but that gives the Mirage something to do as well. And that should be it.
Server should be up.
Copy that.
And it is.
Has anybody managed to get the nav flare to work?
I've only just sat in the cockpit.
Right.
I've done a few takeoffs, a few landings, and I've flown around a bit, which was challenging enough already given the low frame rate.
Yeah, I've managed to get rockets to work. They are incredibly inaccurate. And I managed to get some Mark 83s to come off, but they only came off my left wing, and I almost rolled inverted with the weight imbalance.
Do we have a server?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Daredevil Birds?
The normal
one?
Normal one, Joker.
Oh.
Can
someone put the password in chat, or is it already in chat?
It's not in chat, but use your common
my
sense.
Imagination.
Okay, and password is boat. Copy.
That's spreading disinformation.
Fake news.
I don't know which the lead aircraft is of each one, so as long as we fill out Harrier 1 before we move to Harrier 2, the second trigger should work.
Okay, I'm already triggered. I am so blocked out.
Oh, we've not got any weapons. And the Mirages have got the terrible skins on them. But as I said, I made this in a rush.
Okay, I still don't know what the password is. Can somebody put in chat for me?
It says address unavailable.
Yeah. If you just go off and go back on it,
Rearming complete.
Let you try to do it again, but I don't know what it. Oh,
It's in chat, Joe.
right. Thank you. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
Well, common sense, and neither of us really possess that. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Has anybody tried the Mavericks yet?
No.
I might give them a miss for this one. Just take some.
Yeah, I've not flown anything. I've just done.
I think I'm going to try them.
I've done a carrier landing, an AAR, and a VTOL. Weapons I've not touched on. I did manage to get the nav flare working, but I couldn't manage to get it on my HUD.
Yeah, that's the issue I was having. I couldn't get it on the HUD either.
It still says address unavailable. That's weird.
Just go off it and then go back on it.
And just close the game, you say?
No, not close the game. Just go off, trying to enter the server.
Oh, if you press the stop for the throttle, don't forget to press it again so you don't accidentally kill the engine when you throttle down.
Yeah, we found
I
that
did
out
that
the hard
first.
way when we were testing this out.
We found it out the hard way.
Yes, thank you, Distro.
And I have the black bug again.
What's happened?
My cockpit is completely pitch black. All the textures are pitch black.
Tilly, which is the
Oh.
like heavy infrared Maverick? Is it K or H? That's
G.
K. What?
Heavy infrared Maverick is G.
Oh, thank you.
You can remember that because G stands for good.
The G and the K are the heavy Mavericks.
The K is the electro-optical.
Are there
Yeah,
going to
the
be
TV.
threats?
Yes, but not until we've RTB'd for the
Okay.
after.
Yes, it's gonna be you.
We consider you to be an infrared.
I am now, Tom.
I have to leave the server now, try to come back in. See if that fixes this.
What did you do? Press F10?
Yes,
Okay,
because I
I'll see
wanted
what happens to me.
TACAN and ILS information.
Oh my god, yeah.
Now, if you press F10, keep your head still, don't move.
You're
Then-
right,
then-
everything's black.
Yeah,
Even outside.
yeah, exactly.
Try to put on the headset first.
Already in the headset.
Right, then I completely out of suggestion.
Okay, right, I need to respawn.
Do I have permission to just take off?
No.
There we go.
Does the same happen if you're in the Harrier?
Not tried it.
Let me try it. Yes, it does.
Rearming complete.
We'll avoid doing that. So don't use F10.
Indeed.
Not at
Okay.
least not in VR.
I've not had the issue outside of VR.
Joker, we can hear your engine sounds through your headset.
Sorry, it's really loud. Not much I can do about it.
I find that very hard to believe.
You can't turn the speakers down?
No, because I have headset. The world volume's nearly 0.
Oh,
Well,
there's
then
actually
adjust the sensitivity in Discord like everyone else.
I have done.
Use push to talk.
If I put it on one of my joystick buttons, it'll be on the one of the other. So if I press one thing when I'm not meant to.
Are you leaning over to the left side?
always. Like politically or actually?
No, his Harrier looks like his left wing's touching the ground.
Who's mine?
Yeah.
No, it's fine for me.
Okay. Otherwise,
You're
we'd have to
seeing
give you a new
things.
call sign, Wonky Donkey. Oh, I forgot to do the INS.
You need that.
You do need that.
Alright, I'm taxiing to the runway. Oh, maybe not. Now I am taxiing to the runway. What's the temp? Is it less than 5 degrees?
You'll need water on, but it shouldn't use too much. Oh, luxury. I've gone up to 23 frames a second.
Tell you what, should we turn off our headlights? That usually helps.
Yeah.
I don't even have them on. I'll put my anti-collisions on so I don't get guided
Sorry,
into...
what's the about the lights? What do I hear?
Turn your taxi lights off. I think mine's off, but I still see some light coming out. I don't know which one that is.
Wow, I've got 90 frames a second in the Mirage.
90?
I don't know what I have,
90.
but I've got really good frames.
I don't even have
Got a bit of
90 when I
storing,
take
but-
VR
I
off.
have 22 at the moment.
Ah,
can you,
I
like,
have
how-
23. I raise you.
How can any of you, like, just play VR with, like, 20 frames? To not,
It's
like,
not
hurt
normally
your
that
eyes?
low. It's just the since the update.
Yeah,
No.
it usually is around 45 rock stable.
Okay, right. I've definitely forgotten something, because I've got 2 flashing lights on my
What did they say?
Oh well, print screen doesn't work.
JPTL and EFC.
Right, over your left shoulder, you know where the fuel cutoff is. Turn the
Yes.
decks on, which is just above it.
Thank you.
What was Dex?
Digital engine control, I think it was.
Okay. And
Automatically manages the temperature.
make
then
sure
I've
if you turn that was on the left side, isn't it? Make sure you turn ants on the right side. So
What
you've
does
got ants
droop
and
mean?
Dex.
What's that
What's,
for?
what's drooping?
It's a joke distro. They're famous television presenters.
Drooping means your ailerons are drooping like flaps. That's just a caution, you don't need to do anything about it.
Okay.
I've got P no-go and CW no-go. I know
that-
CW's the...
P means P no go and CW no go just means you've not got the external jammer on, but you've tried
Okay.
to turn it on.
Ah, fair enough. Okay, where's the... turn it off.
And where's the RWR?
CW is constant. Is it constant or continuous wave that it's supposed to be? It's one or the
Continuous
other.
wave.
And then P is. It's not P band of radar, is it? But it is something to do with that.
Yeah,
Is
with
it-
that P,
yes,
you're able to.
RWR.
It works best against, well, SA6s and Shilkas, according to the
Will be-
quick start guide.
We'll be up against Shilkas at the first target, and I think there's 1 or 2 SA8s.
So we're going
Piper,
to
are
want some
you-
sidearms, you're saying?
I've got
Yeah.
my sidearms.
I've got some. Yeah.
Harrier, to my left, check your sidewinders. They are training ones. They will not come off if you want to use them.
Who's that? That's Piper, of course it is.
That's me.
That's one of those classic mistakes everybody makes in the F5. Ooh, I want the M sidewind. I don't care that it won't actually work.
I should.
Oh, it's the cap.
Permission
Can I
for
ask, what are we waiting for?
permission to do a check flight.
Check flight.
Yeah, it's the first time I've flown this since the updates.
Go ahead. Should we just taxi to runway, get the Mirages off first? Harriers will follow you.
If you tried using the
I'll,
floodlights,
Floodlights.
they're on the canopy frame. You can move them, point them in different directions.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You've got a pair on each side.
Where is it? I need to turn the lights.
Under your right elbow.
Ooh. Turny, turny.
Like the lights in the car that your
Hello,
mum won't let
stream.
you turn off. Turn on, I mean. The ones that open, the ones that turn on when the door comes on, but you're not allowed to have them on when you're driving because the police will stop you. At least that's what I was told by my parents because they didn't want the lights on in the car when we went on holiday when I was young.
God, this is so different.
How?
What?
It's so responsive.
Is that because did you used to have curves on your
No, not at all.
Okay.
Are you
See
currently
if
in
you-
the air, Risky?
Am I what?
Are you in the air, or are you still on the ground?
I'm in the air.
Oh,
Okay, you're still on the ground for me.
I just wanted to
I was
check
waiting
it because
for you.
I haven't flown this.
Risky, you.
What?
Are you in the server? Because I don't see you moving. I've got two
Yeah.
Mirages next to me on the ramp.
Risky is in the server, but she's still there. Look, you're
Oh,
still,
two.
I mean,
still
yeah. I
there.
wonder if it's crashed. Hang on.
It shows you as a mirage.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm on
you
the
are
runway.
there.
Oh,
Oh, you're still there.
yeah.
Raven.
You both of you are on the ramp next to me. You've not moved.
Has any of the other Harriers moved?
I think the server has crashed.
Should we try and restart?
Well, the weather
Yeah, it
vane's
has
got a light on it. Yep,
My
server's in.
server's just gone down.
Yeah.
The weather vane has a light on it, so you can see it at night. That's
I
quite cool.
thought it was just glow in the dark, but it might be a light.
Well, it wasn't on when I got in, so they must have turned it on at some point.
Okay, I'm just reloading the server again.
Or is it maybe
does-
something Eagle Dynamics side? Because yeah, when I crashed out, the list of servers was empty, but here they are again.
I just had that as well.
Just
yeah,
go
that's-
like off and back on, and
Yeah, that worked.
Does
Being
anybody have
beta.
easy access to the guide?
Yes, I do.
Could you quickly go over the bit for nav flare?
That I cannot do. Distro can do
really?
that. Because it take me all year to find it, because I'm very bad at finding things.
Control
Type in
F.
Control F.
Control F. Type in Navlier. Press enter.
Oh. Thank you.
Control F
What do you want
stands
to know
for
about it?
Find.
how to do.
I know how to get the nav flare. I realised what I was doing wrong.
Okay.
The HUD needs to be in nighttime mode for the nav flare to work on the
Is
HUD.
that the switch, the 3-position switch, which is slightly below the upfront controller, around the middle position, and it has day, auto, night.
Yeah, go to night, and then you need to depress your sensor select switch.
To which setting?
No, depress it downwards. It's like the CMS button on the Warthog. You can depress it as well as 4 directions.
Okay, that's the one direction I didn't set up. That's probably
I put
why
that
it
on my
didn't work.
TMS.
That will be why we didn't get it up.
Is that the only reason you couldn't get it up?
I won't finish that sentence, actually.
Okay, server's back up, as most of you have already found out.
I kept getting messages server offline, but I'm in now as well.
There's a warm-up period for the nav flare, isn't there? About 3 minutes or 5 minutes?
Would you even be able to use it in the day, though? Wouldn't it just be like bright light?
Well, we can use it in the day.
It's thermal vision, not night vision.
Oh. Right, I am ready to taxi to the runway.
Request rearming. Copy.
Right, I will go to the runway. Somebody please tell me if they can see me moving. Hang on. Oh, I need to rearm. Might need that.
Rearming complete.
I'm rolling. I'll wait at the takeoff spot.
I am also right. The server is not dead yet.
What?
Not yet.
The
We can
server-
No, I
see
can see you
someone
moving.
moving.
Yeah.
You go first, Rothan.
I'm ready. Those Harriers are noisy, aren't they?
Yeah.
They
If
are,
you
yeah.
listen to them in F3, it'll be the best noise that you've ever heard in DCS. Except from Tilly B's amazing accents that he does.
Well, shit.
I've probably forgot something
So-
very important, but I do not care.
Can we move to the runway?
Yes.
Brilliant.
I've got the map there. We can.
Please could the Mirages move up so we can get a nice sexy formation.
Yeah, there is plenty of room behind us, and there is another taxiway behind us.
I did not see that. I now see that.
What was the button called? You said it was the 5th position for the sensor select switch.
It's called Sensor Selects Down HUD Scene Reject /TGP.
Copy.
You notice how you've also got forward and aft for the up and down. And the switch itself, then down is pushing.
Yeah, I've got the forward aft and everything set up as a 4-way, and then luckily I've got one switch free which I can use.
I'm using TMS down.
So, are there any important buttons that I should know of?
Yes, Joker, it's very important. After you've fired your weapons, you need to press Control and E 3 times.
Yes,
and,
yes, right, okay. I will do that. Definitely.
Taxiing to runway now.
Why?
And go ahead this way.
You don't really need to hold the button to
Yes, mine doesn't seem to be needing it to be held.
Right, mine does.
I don't even need
But
to
I
press
still,
it.
like, even when I do that, I still do not get any wheel brakes. It's really annoying.
I don't even need to press it, it's just already on.
Yeah. Is there anything you need to do for the wheel brakes? Because I've definitely
just
got
have to
pressure
hold
to
it.
the brakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a very small amount.
Oh,
Okay
whoa.
then.
What just happened?
well, I just got
So-
rammed by something.
Someone just whizzed straight through me. I think you hit me whilst I was taxiing and we didn't see each other.
Piper is now inside of me.
Let me check the service, see what it's doing.
I've got some
There
Harriers
is a
on.
lot of server lag here.
I just
so
moved the
Piper's
one off-
right. Somebody's in the grass and there were 2 people on the ramp.
Yeah, I've got Harriers on the grass all around me. I'm just holding short on the taxiway.
Yeah, no one's holding short. The server's dead again.
Yeah, I've got a not responding on that one.
Do you want me to try and host it?
I don't think it's a server.
Yeah.
It worked just fine
Plane.
for us,
I
Tim.
mean, yeah, we was doing it before.
Yeah,
and it
it's
was working
crashed.
just fine.
What, you've hosted a server before on one?
Yeah,
Yeah, like I've
we
just,
had-
we
Just
had,
earlier, we did the 4 of us testing out the Harrier.
I haven't rebooted. Do I need to reboot it, do you think?
probably.
You want,
Yeah, try that and
Yeah.
see if it works.
Right, I'll disconnect then.
And maybe stupid question, but you did update the DCS client on the server PC as well, didn't you?
It is the server that it's on. I've got a completely standalone copy of Open Beta.
Okay.
Right, but did you update it?
Yeah, I installed it this afternoon because it was just released.
So it says 1.5.8 now, right?
Yes.
Right.
Well, while we're waiting, does anybody else have any interesting Harrier tips and/or tricks?
Yeah. I do.
Don't crash.
Keep a very close eye. Keep a very close. I can't speak. Help me.
Keep a
very close. Keep a very close.
You can do it.
We'll get there eventually. Just one word's missing from my vocabulary.
Eye?
Keep a very close idea. See, now I've said idea. What is wrong with me?
Keep a very close eye. Eye. You can do it. Repeat after me. Eye.
Are you okay?
Keep a close eye on the descent rate of your Harrier because you cannot recover very easily.
There
It doesn't,
we
especially
go.
if you're heavy. It's really slow to start climbing again.
We got there in the end. Right, so anyway, back to important buttons that I need.
All of them.
Well, for starters, the sensor select switch. Do you have that?
No.
Okay. 5-way switch. That's the one Red Kite and I were just talking about. The one where you need to press it to get the nav flare on the HUD.
Okay.
It also, well, it probably does more than this, but this is what I've found. That pressing it will quickly bring up a certain sensor on your right MFD, be that nav flare, dual mode tracker, the what's it called? The nav thing. It would be the TAD on the A10, but I don't know what they call it for the Harrier. The one it doesn't do is, extended flight system nav thing. The one it doesn't do is the ECM page, but ECM is available from every other page. It's a shame there's no HOTAS quick key for
Right,
it.
I've got that set.
It's a little weird. You have to go back to the main menu, then pick another menu rather than having the menu always available.
Yeah.
What's the cage slash on the cage? Is that for the sidewinders?
That's purely for the sidewinders and the side arms as well, I think.
And
Do I
the
need
Mavericks as well.
Oh yeah.
You need to uncage your Mavericks before you can get the camera
so,
on them.
So I need that.
Yes,
Yeah.
you will need that.
What about the AG target undesignate?
Yeah, well, that's your nose wheel steering, so
Yeah.
have that as whatever you have your nose wheel steering.
I don't have it set to anything, it's automatically on.
I always have nose wheel steering as my pinky switch.
Well, I've got that as the... fuck, I'll change that. Any other important buttons?
Trim. I'm guessing you've done trim.
Slew.
Not that stupid.
Sleuth
TGP,
TDC.
I think I've done that. Where's the button go? Oh, it's disappeared.
There's chaff, ECM.
Yeah, I've done all that.
Something for the nozzle stop, maybe.
I won't need that.
Oh, I haven't been able to get the level flight autopilot to work unless I'm missing a switch on
I've
the
not
startup
tried that yet.
process.
It's
What
the
was
AFM.
the nozzle stop I was talking about?
Well, there's Q field, then there's
It's like force feedback, so it'll do nothing for us.
there's the AFC automatic flight control,
Yeah, that's a switch.
and then there's a 2-position switch which is altitude hold, and when I press it, nothing really happens.
And nothing happens.
There's also on the joystick I think an SHAAS or something like that.
Oh,
Disengage button. That, I believe, turns the autopilot off. I haven't found the
How
button
do you
to
turn
turn
it
it on.
I thought that was the. Does it not take the stability control off as well?
It might do.
Like with the that roll function in the F5, where if you hold it down, you get more aileron control, and like the other ones in the Hornet and stuff.
Is the server back online yet, Risky?
Right, apparently it's failing on the .NET 3.5.
What does that mean?
Well, I'd assumed 1.57 would use the same .NET version, but it obviously is not. That means I've got to do some software updates on the server for it to work, which
You
I'm
want
doing
to-
now. So if you guys want to go on and do your, a little mini mission somewhere else, I'll see if I can get the server working.
I can
I might go
try
and
and host
quickly-
it if you want.
Yeah,
I quickly started a single player mission to give
I'll just
the
go and,
people on my stream something to look at.
Yeah, I'll go and get a drink and come back in about 5-10 minutes. Do you think that's going to be enough time?
Yeah.
Yeah, should do.
Okay, I'll go and grab a drink.
Yeah, .NET, it doesn't take ages to install.
Except it's on server 2012, so I need the original source.
Oh, yes, exactly.
So do you want me to try and host Joe, or should we wait?
Do we need to?
I mean, I'm not bothered.
I don't mind waiting a bit.
Yeah, I can wait.
Okay.
13 frames per second. In the
Right.
Harrier. Yay!
Are there no training missions for the Harrier yet?
No.
Well, I will practice doing stuff with the Mavericks.
There's an instant action that's masquerading as a training mission, but it just kind of dumps you in the cockpit and then talks about the Hornet.
This frame rate problem in the Harrier, it's, I think, linked to lighting. When I fly towards the sun, I have 13 frames per second or 12, and with the sun at my back, I have 45 frames per second.
I did notice the caution lights light the cockpit up, so I think they might be trying something special with the cockpit lighting.
Yeah, I do seem a bit more jittery and the sun's like directly over my head.
What if you open the canopy and look at the sun without the canopy between you?
No, my canopy's open and it's still bad.
So I was wondering if it might be a shader thing with the canopy glass.
Looking at the... Yeah, now it starts when there is a 90-degree angle between the cockpit and the sun, or less. But if I fly away from the sun... Now it stays at 18, 24... the sun is lighting up the cockpit now, but... See. Oh, 79, 90.
Did you say they were releasing the Harrier for Normandy and Nevada tomorrow?
I did not hear anything.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I
That is
hope
my
not.
guess. It hasn't
the
been
Strela-
confirmed yet, but that is my guess. That
Is
we
the
will-
Strela radar guided?
I don't know.
It depends what variant of Strela they have.
Right. On another note, did you guys see the letter that PD had written on the phone?
Yes.
Yes.
It's going to be a merge.
Yes, followed by the Fox 2 and the tight turn. It's normally what happens after a merge.
Is there a way that I know which kind it is?
The radar all Strelas are IR missiles. However, there are SA-13s which have radar acquisition to help them fire the IR missile. So they're all IR, the missile itself.
Well, did they track with radar? Because I want to try.
The SA-13 uses it to acquire you so it can shoot from further range. It doesn't use it to guide. So you'll want flares if you're defending against that. You can sidearm the SA-13 though.
Okay.
Yeah. Is the server back up?
It's still installing.
Okay, copy that. I'll just quickly do a free flight or something.
Yeah, for me, this is gonna be a weapons practice, or at least just weapons getting going practice mission.
Yeah.
Not gonna be very, very useful, apart from maybe tips on landing and takeoff. It's just easier to fly than I expect. Harder to use, easier to fly.
Have you tried hovering with a heavy load?
Hovering over what?
Have you tried hovering with a heavy load?
I
Yes.
tried and I crashed into the ground.
I have.
You
but I've
gotta
also
really keep
landed
close.
it relatively heavily.
Yeah. You gotta keep, like I said, a close eye on your descent rate because it doesn't recover when you're heavy.
It's. I reckon it's just better to do a rolling landing. Quite heavy. I really want to
It's
do
safer.
yeah, but I really want to do a landing on the carrier now for carrying reasons.
I've done the carrier once. It's quite difficult. There's you got to match the speed with it. You find yourself going too fast and too slow constantly.
Yeah.
It's not too difficult to just dump yourself on the deck, but to do a proper landing is very tricky.
Unless you just
Just starting it back up.
It's really that water that makes it really hard to do. Like you're running out of water quickly.
Sorry, Risky, is the server back?
I'm just bringing it back up now.
Okay, yeah.
Didn't realise it needed a change of .NET.
I'm surprised that it needs it since 2.2, isn't it? That doesn't need it.
It's decided it just complained about it now. Okay, it's starting. If it crashes again, then I'd have to review the logs and stuff.
Apparently, there's a new way for them to gather the logs, and that they put your DirectX diagnostic file and everything, and all the logs into one zip file, if you give them permission to gather that data.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
think I
quite
have
nice.
actually. Yeah.
I have it as well.
They managed to fix the nozzle exhausts and heat blur coming out the engines. It goes downwards when you point them down. If you
Yeah,
remember
because
the
before
early
they just went
videos.
at the back, didn't they? They just shut
Yeah.
out the back regardless.
Well, I noticed earlier during the hover that it was kicking out all the dirty air downwards as it should be.
That's a DCS thing. I had to fix, not a Razbam. I've had to do a whole load of changes to accommodate it. It's probably why it's not
Interesting.
It's probably why it's not running very well at the moment as well. I probably still have to optimize a few things.
Yeah.
I had to install .NET 3.5 on the server, would you believe?
I would believe. I believe.
Request rearming. Copy.
So I was just testing the nav flare in a single player thing. Would you believe it that all the lakes are boiling hot? It's that global warming. Okay, I'll back out of this, come into the server now.
Rearming complete.
From what I've seen so far, they've done a really good job. What I say.
And apparently, they said that they used the knowledge that they gained while making the Harrier to improve the Mirage as well. Which I have yet to see when it comes to textures. But that will probably be because of the engine. It will probably look better in 2.2 when we get it.
Hello.
So you guys have the sensor select switch on the countermeasure switch, I reckon.
I've got mine on my TMS. No, sorry, DMS. And then TMS down is the push.
Hello, Loki.
Hello,
Hi,
Loki.
Loki.
Yep. Hold on. Oh right, yeah.
Wrong button.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
That roughly matches the sticker specific angle.
Yeah, I need to use it as a push to talk, so I can't use that button. Does the INS system even need to align at all?
No.
No, it doesn't.
Not at the moment.
It's going to be implemented. I think it's when you're on the ship, it's got a different setting so it aligns with the ships before you take off. But it's not implemented yet.
Yeah, everything is pre-aligned at the moment. Which is a shame. I'd rather have them finish INS and everything related to navigation and just flying than working on weapon systems. But that's just me.
I'm just getting used to starting the thing up.
Is that the LHA out there? Right?
Yes.
Ooh, I'm gonna try landing on that. Yeah, the brakes are abysmal on this.
Stick your nozzles full back and you can use those as brakes. They go
I will
point
try
forward
that.
a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to taxi with them fully back anyway. Unless you're on sort of a surface where you're going to ruin the surface of the...
Yeah,
the
you need a
runway,
tough
whatever.
runway. But in a
According to the
I'm a
pocket
Wigan.
guides, the taxiing is done at 45 to 60 degree nozzle angle.
Yeah.
Because even at idle power, you overspeed. Apparently.
I'm seeing Harriers jumping about on the taxiway. Is the service still all right?
Yeah, it's lucky for me as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's jumping. Someone's jumping around.
Yeah, I think it's died again.
Do you want to try?
Yeah, it's crashed.
Right, Joker,
Joker.
you host it.
Joker, do you want to try?
I'll
One
try.
will go. One will try. Hosting it.
Well, on this.
With the same mission, yeah.
The server's more or less the same name with the same password.
All right.
did get the takeoff notification.
Yeah, I see that. Red Kite and Desmond took off. Even though we're still waiting at the runway
Yeah.
route.
Can anyone see me move?
No, I don't see him moving.
Okay.
You're behind me.
Yeah, I'm in front of you now.
On my
It's
screen.
not working, is it?
If you got it up, then Joker, you'll.
Yeah, mine's up.
I'll kill the server for now and I'll have a look through the root cause later.
What's your server going to be called, Joker?
I will put it in chat.
Okay, third time lucky.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right.
Not your
How
fault.
dare you?
It's not your
Well, it
fault.
kind of is, but we forgive you. But only this time.
It's probably just a problem with DCS.
Well, there's loads of other Harrier servers up.
Pretty much every server online at the moment is a Harrier server.
All of
Yeah.
the names of the missions: Harrier Test, Aviate-B, Harrier Free Flight, Harrier, Aviate-B, Aviate-B Fun.
Well, you do get to practice the startup this way.
Yeah, well, I'm tacked into the runway.
Oh, is your server up already?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
It's called Daredevil Birds.
Yep, don't see it.
Well,
Definitely there. Joker, Piper, Loki, Distro, and I are all in it.
Oh yeah, now I can see it. I'll add it to bookmarks.
A shame you can't take 2 gun pods.
Well, the one on the left is the gun, the one on the right is the ammo.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It is.
The British, we were going to have separate gun pods, and it was going to be based off the same weapon as the same gun as the one that's in the Mirage.
Right. I'm sure in True Lies he's got 2 guns, so it must be true.
That is a historically accurate film.
The documentary known as True Lies.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the F5s also have the intakes had guns mounted in them in Top Gun.
That's MiG-28 though.
Yeah, Rick, that's a completely different plane. You don't know what you're talking about.
Copy.
The MiG-28 could hover, right?
No, but it could pull a negative 4G dive.
Tilly, did you put tankers in here or not?
No, I didn't.
Oh. Oh well.
Can I have your IP address, Joker? I still don't see it.
I will try to find it.
I couldn't see it. I restarted my game and they were visible.
Okay, I'll restart the game.
That's my IP address.
Cheers.
So says the internet.
Can you see me moving?
Yes. And
Yes.
there's no lag.
Okay, good. Oh, I need to change the skin.
Ooh, that's a nice skin. Ooh, that's even nicer.
Request rearming. Copy.
Oh, I like this one. It's a Tomcats one.
So there are waypoints, and we should be able to navigate using, Mirages. You know how to navigate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Harriers.
We'll just follow the mirages then.
It should give you indications on the HUD. I know that we're 16.5 miles from waypoint 1. I'm pretty sure it gives you a line underneath the bearing that you need to follow, but I might be wrong on that.
I think
The
it's if you look at the top,
EHSD page will get you the information.
I think if you look at the compass tape at the top, I think it's the line at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's on the left
Yeah,
or the
and
right,
it
give you a
even
steering
gives you
cue.
the right bearing that you have to go to for the waypoint.
024 for 16.5. Does that seem about right with the Mirages?
Yeah,
Yes.
seems right to me anyway.
And it gives us a time on target, or time to target as well on the nav
We'll
page.
also get, once our
Where's that?
computer's done, we also gain the ability to see our optimum range at different altitudes and speeds. It'll tell us our longest endurance and our longest distance travelled possible.
Like a trip computer.
Yeah, at your current altitude and also the optimum altitude. But that page don't work just yet.
Do you know even the Mirage looks much bigger than a Harrier?
Well, yeah, it is a tiny
We're going to
aircraft.
put the Harrier next to an Eagle.
You could fit them under the F-15 wings, launch them as missiles. I'm liking all the different loadouts we've got on these Harriers as well.
So I've got mavs and sidearms. Piper's got rockets, sidearms, and missiles.
I'm just
Loki's got
curious.
mavs and sidearms.
I'm just curious how the
Israel's got
sidearm
lots of
works.
bombs.
It's very simple. Just
Why do you
hear the
take the
tone.
rocket pods,
wait for it
Tilly?
to lock. I wanted low drag and I wanted less weight.
I mean, you would have been less draggy with them on anyway, because they got the aerodynamic nose thingy on them, don't they?
Yeah, but they weigh quite a lot, and they're not very accurate anyway. I just wanted to put something on the inboard pylons. I could have gone for fuel tanks, to be honest, but I don't think we'll need them for this sort of. All this does look gorgeous.
Does anyone actually know how to employ them?
Yes.
Excellent. I don't have a clue.
Tilly does as well, he knows more than me.
We'll go over it.
Those will choose. Whoever.
That's why I thought I'd go for sidearms. Because at least they're relatively straightforward.
The Harrier's on the left of the runway. It looks like we're about to take off the deck of HMS Invincible.
Yeah, exactly.
A nice little ski ramp at the end of the runway.
Yeah, wheel rates on there are not worth anything.
They are not
Yeah,
very
they're
good,
really
are
not.
they?
I think they're just really rubbish. I think they're just really crap.
That can't be real, man. They might as well just left them out completely. That has to be a bug.
The
Have you got your
F5
nozzles angled down on taxi? Or you got
They're
them back?
45 degrees-ish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
this is going to be a short takeoff, I presume.
Yes.
I don't think we should do it in formation either.
No, definitely not.
Definitely.
We'll just do it one at a time, I think.
Joker, you first then.
Copy. I am rolling.
Then the Mirage, then me.
Pulling up and going.
Going.
Airborne.
Who's the rear Harrier with me, looking at me to the left?
Piper.
That's me.
All right.
Oh, he's off. I'm off.
Rolling.
I'm turning to the target, climbing to Angels 10. At a speed of 300 knots, 350 knots.
Okay, that was not that good of a takeoff.
Turns out I'm pretty heavy.
I'm holding 300 knots in a 10-degree climb.
Copy. At 370, I'll slow down. Whoa! Risky!
Like, sorry, I told you I hadn't flown this.
Well, that's quite an entrance you made there.
Yeah, it's quite draggy, the Harrier, with all this stuff on it.
I've got no tally on anybody.
Flares. Oh wait, I'll need to turn.
I would flare, but it's not flaring for some reason.
Turn on your expendables to automatic. It's the middle dial to the right of the right MFCD.
Chili, 2 flares out. Oh, that's chaff.
ECM.
Tally.
ECM. Oh, right, that's got to be auto, has it? Expendable,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. Auto just means it will fire them out at the top and the bottom as appropriate.
Oh, I see.
Doesn't mean they'll automatically come off.
Chokers, speed check.
325.
ECM bit. No.
That's just for the jammer. Mine's set to standby and it will come on automatically if we get locked up, so just be aware of that, Mirages.
Lovely enough. I'll descend to Angels 9 so we don't go through the cloud.
I didn't know you were that high.
We're at Angels 10. Going to 9. We'll maintain 350 knots.
I put the flare on. I can see all your nozzles coming up as hotspots.
How do you put it on?
Push the sensor select switch to the down push position. Make sure that you have it set to night and your flare is actually on. I can see you also leaving a hot vapor trail as well.
Oh, I can see it. I'm maintaining altitude. Does anybody know how to use the autopilot as well?
Doesn't seem to be working.
I'm turning left to waypoint 2.
Well, my internet blipped.
I'm on single digits for frame rate at the moment, so just be aware. I'll keep a wide berth.
I mean, at least you're all up in the air.
Yeah.
Who's messed around with that, Harrier? Stay still.
I have got no tally on anyone. No visual.
We are exactly on the coastline.
Oh, there's 3 of us
going
joined up.
330.
I think we're going the wrong way.
Love them.
And I've got a visual.
It's very bouncy.
I might have put
forgot
some
about the,
turbulence on.
All the, like, assists on. Speed 345 knots.
What's your distance from waypoint 2?
15.7 miles.
And we're about 3 miles behind you. This group of Harriers with me.
Well, we're at 345 knots, so you should be able to catch up.
I'm in formation combat spread.
Oh, there we've got the nav flare.
Right.
You got it working?
Yeah.
I'm going
looks
to
great.
try to figure out.
I cannot see any of you. It looks great. Oh, now I can see it.
Okay, I don't know which one it is for the mavs. How do I turn the mav camera on?
Oh, okay.
Is it the DMT?
That's
It's
the
a dual
camera
mode
nose.
tracker. There's a smoke marker over to the right low.
Which is the
Um,
one for the mavs?
Don't
No
know.
visual.
You need to be on the stores page and turn it on like you do on the A10.
Oh. Right.
You also need to turn the IR caller on, and I'm not sure if it's needed yet.
How do I
It
do
is
that?
apparently, according to one of the Jabbers' video, and it takes a few minutes.
How do I do that?
The IR caller is on the munitions control panel. What's it called? The armament control panel.
Yes.
Right.
How do I get the camera on though with the stars page?
Did you turn the dual mode tracker on? It's on your vertical panel to the right of the INS, middle,
Oh, yeah.
switch to the left side.
On the stores page, you want IRMV, and then
So
it'll
I'm
start
on
warming
DMT
them.
and then I press IRMV.
Go to the stores page,
How do I
then
do
press
that?
IM menu on left or right MFD. Go to menu stores. Then top there's IRMV. Click it and it'll turn them on.
I do not see
It
stars.
works like the
Okay,
IO.
speed check.
It's on the left.
385.
You need to go back to the main menu first, which is center.
385, I'm
Yes.
at 345, and I'm keeping up with you.
Well, this
Are
is
you reading in ground?
We read in ground. I don't see any stores button.
You need to go back to the main menu.
I am there.
Okay,
It's on the left.
I just see people lagging all over the place now.
My DCS has crashed. I'm gonna duck out, guys. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
See you
Okay.
later, mate.
So yeah,
Bye-bye.
Ah, mate.
I don't know, I can't see it.
Is there a way to manually change from waypoints to other waypoints?
Yeah, you. Oh, I was about to say you'd press waypoint then the number, but I guess not.
I found it. It's just one of the buttons on the OSB. I'm 16 miles from waypoint 3 and I'm blind on anybody else.
Who am I in a two-ship with?
Maybe.
Oh, it's on this 10 o'clock.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, okay, I know what you mean. Right.
Raven,
Yes?
you know the radar. You know you've got your center. You can move it up, down, left, right. What's that called? You know, so when you select a target, you move your little
The TDC.
cursor across it. What's it called? Yeah, I can't see it.
Should be TDC, I think.
Oh yeah, I got it now.
Nails SA8,
Yeah,
Spikes
TDC.
SA8.
Yep. Right. How do I use this thing? Because it won't point anywhere.
Uncage it.
Am I using the TDC? And I'm on DMT, aren't I?
Not a fucking clue, Joker, to be honest.
Oh.
Spiked by AAA.
Okay, right. I'm going to go and do some experiments.
Magnum, defending.
Yeah,
Copy.
missile in the air.
Defending. Oh wow, you are close, aren't you? Oh yeah, I forgot about these sidearms.
Turning back in.
Master arm on. Turning to target.
I'm going to gain some altitude and leave my jammer on.
I don't know what I'm shooting at. Shoot! Please! Why won't it shoot? Oh, right there, Magnum. Defending.
Missile launch.
That'll probably be.
Defending. No, it's not.
No,
Oh.
there are cells
Oh.
being launched.
Defending second one.
Good
Defeated two.
stuff. Good stuff.
Defending third one.
Who got hit?
Shack.
I'm still up. I'm doing Wild Weasel here. Oh, AAA defending.
Copy, I took the second radar SAM site down. Right, how do I reset this now? Because I still got the really high-pitched one.
Don't know what you're talking about, Jacob. Be more specific.
Right, so I fired one of the things, and after I fired it, it went to a really high-pitched beep, and it's still like that.
Uncage it, or just turn off your mode and go into AG again after it. Can't get any lock with my sidearm.
Yeah, because I killed the other one. Or another with the radar.
I can't pick up the AAA either. It's spiking me on RWR, but I can't hit it.
Music off.
I'm going to turn it to try and acquire a target.
Tally smoke and explosions.
I have to say, it seems a lot clearer in VR, doesn't it?
Clearer in what way?
I can see far better.
Is that just the time of day, maybe?
Yeah, it's possible.
Possibly, yeah.
All I can see is the beginning of the Lion King over to the west.
Right, I'm going to need to look on YouTube for how to use these Mavericks.
So I've got a question here.
Yes.
Mark 82s, so you just select them on the hardware buttons, right? The station you want to drop them from. You select quantity, fusing mode /10. Set it to air to ground, master arm on, that should be done, right? She's helping.
Got a master port. I took some hit.
How do I get the thingy where I can change what's on the MFDs?
Sensor select switch.
Okay.
I'm rolling back in for a rocket run, and then I'm going to RTB because I took some hits. In hot rockets.
Someone flaring like mad.
Yeah.
There we go. Now I've got.
Cannot get the sidearms to lock on the shulkers.
I think they need to be looking at you almost.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't pick it up until they opened up on you, and then they showed up on my RWR. And as soon as they showed up on the RWR, I got tone on the sidearms.
Yeah, that's loud.
Magnum. Magnum. Oh, the Shilka shot it down.
I think I've messed something up. Whenever I try to cancel the DMTs, there's something bad things happens.
I lost my wing.
He does. Just hold on.
There's someone else who's doing cheesecake. Who's cheese impersonator. And smoking quite a lot.
I ejected.
Okay, that's you. Your wing is still on, but you lost another one.
I was rolling uncontrollably even with full stick, so I thought I would punch.
Oh. I have got something. It is moving.
Oh, there's cockpit lights.
I can see a risky flyer on my radar.
Yoo-hoo!
I'm in a high orbit, by the way, at Angels 2-3.
Yeah, I saw you on my RWR.
Oh, I see something. Where's it gone?
Okay, how do I stop it shooting the guns instead of the sidearms?
Say again, Loki, I had my headset off.
No, I think I might have got it. I was lining up for sidearms, and every time I pull the trigger, the guns fire instead, but I think we need to effectively select guns again and it will turn it to sidearms.
Has anybody figured out how to use the Mavericks yet? Oh.
Maybe
That
don't
thing
fly
happens.
Yeah, don't fly over a bunch of Shilkas, Joker.
Yeah. I noticed. Ah, right, I've lost my wing. I need to go for the bath. I'll be back in like 3 minutes.
Watch out, AAA Harrier, who's in the left-hand turn.
Yep.
Well, I didn't think that we'd be amazing on the first day, but, you know, we're learning.
I may have got a problem. I just selected the CCIP bomb on the left, right?
Yeah.
I select that, so you get the line and the cross, which is below your velocity vector.
Yeah.
But what it has just done, it moved up to the top, and there's now, like, the delivery
Okay.
cross is now below my heading lights. Below my heading indicator.
Kill.
Above the velocity vector.
Maybe it's saying that you're not in the right attitude for it. Try pointing towards the ground, see if it comes back.
Trying it right now. It's not working yet. It's not working.
What do you think of the changes to the Mirage, Risky?
Scary.
It is quite different, right?
Yeah, it is actually.
It feels like a completely different aircraft.
How would you
Yes.
describe it?
Spongy.
keeps
For
its
me- for
energy
me-
or loses more?
Wait until you try a landing with it. But be open for surprises.
Yeah.
The low speed
Um,
handling is very, very different than what we're used to.
Yeah, I tried to stall it a minute ago, so I got down to 150 knots, and it just pulled straight out of it.
Yeah, but I mean, previously the fly-by-wire, basically, according to Rasbam, was pitch rate based and not angle of attack based. So when you're going in for a landing, you constantly have to pull the stick back or trim.
Yeah, I've noticed even just trying to stay level flight, it's big movements in the stick for little movements in attitude.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it feels like a Cadillac now. You know, spongy suspension, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Easier to fly eventually. Doesn't slow down as quick.
Yeah, I did some dogfighting against MiG-29s. It worked quite well.
Magnum.
Okay, I think I figured it out.
Yeah, the Mirage will actually turn now. It's great. And it sounds a lot better as well. I think it sounds much throatier, doesn't it?
It sounds different, yes. And I noticed when flying at high altitude there is a whiz, a whistle that I didn't hear earlier.
Yes, you're right.
There
It's
is-
like a secondary audio track.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what's the fuel status of the Harriers?
Well, I'm still dead.
You didn't retake off.
Well, I've respawned, but I'm just looking at all the different weapons while I'm on the ramp.
I have no visual of any targets whatsoever. But there we go.
Use the flare.
Yeah, I know, but I kind of I'm not wrong weapons for this. Yeah, I brought Snake Eyes accidentally.
The sun looks nice going down.
It does.
That's Tracer Fire. Okay.
I timed the mission so that hopefully we'd be able to get some night attack stuff done. But we're taking longer to take out the first lot of vehicles than I thought we would.
Harry doesn't look like asymmetric race very much.
No, it really doesn't.
I'm dropping all my weapons because I've brought the wrong weapons.
I'm gonna try landing.
That did look good though, this turn. Because Snake Eye is disengaging.
Magnum.
That
Has anyone
looks like a
managed to
slight
slew?
miss, but the vehicle's on fire.
I will
So my
take
slew
that.
controls refuse to work.
What doesn't work?
I can't manage to slew any of my cameras.
You have to hold down the TDC action button to do that.
I've tried that, but all it does is redesignate the target on the current.
Do you have it as toggle untoggle, or do you have it as the other one?
The Harrier who is fifing at the moment, look at their nozzles in external view, they're red hot.
Today, quick question.
Well,
How do you select the gun?
um,
I'm not sure how.
mine kept coming on accidentally, so
Right.
I would select it for air to air and then just press air to ground, and it would come up with the gun pipper.
Alright. Oh yeah, I see now. Right, I'm running in again.
Oh, bollocks. I just did that F10 thing, and it's done the same thing for the Harrier. So everything's gone black. Do I have to leave the server, or do I have to turn DCS off?
Just leave the server and come back in.
I'm bingo fuel, so I'm heading for home.
Copy.
You can use any of the airfields that are closest to you. I think I put waypoint 4 as one that you can use.
Which one is
Copy.
Batumi?
Batumi's the one we took off from.
Yeah, I know,
the
but which
southernmost.
waypoint? Do we have a waypoint for that?
No, that's our initial one.
Because I set my ILS and TACAN to that. So finding it won't be a problem, but for the low visibility landing, it's nice to have the artificial runway in the HUD.
You should have the artificial runway for Sanaki Kulki, I think. Sanaki Kulki.
Do you have the details for that? Because I don't want to push F10 now and have the same problem you
You have the
had.
knee bolt, don't you?
It should be in the knee board, and if not, I'm pretty sure it's 108.9 31 X-ray.
Running in with guns.
If someone can do a show of force over where that green smoke is, it will progress to the next part of the mission. It will spawn a convoy and some air targets for us.
Yeah, I can do that. If I can find that smoke, that is.
That's a good hit on those, on that BTRD or BRT, whatever. That gun
Is it
thing.
in the vicinity of our waypoint? Waypoint 3.
Yeah, I think it's waypoint 3, yeah.
Okay, I'll go and have a look.
I don't know if it will work because I changed all the aircraft type, but I'm hoping it does.
Oh, Axes TDC does not work.
I see a lot of vehicles on fire, but I don't have tally on green smoke.
Running in.
I'm at waypoint 4 and it's still telling me 16 miles, yet I'm over the airfield. It's really weird.
I'm back.
Was this the trigger that we needed?
Yeah, it should spawn the aircraft in a few minutes, about 5 minutes, I think I set it to.
Okay.
Right, I'm gonna RTB.
I'll climb back to altitude then. Risky, what's your fuel state?
1,500 or 3,000 in total.
Then I think you'd better RTB as well. I'm still at 2.6.
Okay.
Luke is on final at Colkey. Which means I'm about to smash into the ground.
Alternate is
landing
at
gear is
waypoint
quite
4, isn't it?
Sorry?
Yeah.
Alternate is waypoint 4.
The landing gear in the Harrier is quite sturdy. When I did my landing earlier, I pretty much smacked it into the ground as well, but it didn't damage anything.
Uh, 10 miles south of Sanaki, there is a town which needs a show of force.
From a Harrier by the looks of it, so I'll just stay
Yeah.
up here.
Well, I'm currently RTB for fuel reason. So I am not gonna be able to help.
Is waypoint 4 in the sea?
Shouldn't be.
That's where it's taken me on my Mirage. It's really screwy, this.
It's not out in the sea for me.
This is a new version of DCS for you, isn't it? On your PC?
Yes, brand new, yeah.
Did you align the INS for the Mirage?
Ha ha ha, of course I didn't. Oh my god. Stupid. Okay. I'll fly wherever I see an airport.
Oh no, I just turned the engine off by accident.
Oops.
Oops. You know, if I was an actual pilot and I said that, oh, I accidentally turned the engine off, that'd sound really stupid, wouldn't it?
Yes.
I do like flying at night, you know, this sort of late evening. It's really good.
Well, I've just got the ground crew to give me some NVGs. Which, that is an option for any Harriers who are rearming. You can have the ground crew give you NVGs instead of
I don't
of
Yeah,
laser.
but you can also preload them in the cockpit, apparently. There's an option in the mission editor that gives you
Yeah.
a specific box in the cockpit that doesn't render yet, but it contains the NVGs and you can swap them mid-flight.
I did see that, and I wondered what it was all about.
Oh, why is the engine turned off again?
You've got to replace your stopper.
Oh.
When you start up, you remove the stop, and then if you forget, you can throttle to 0 and it'll kill the engine. So you've got to put it back.
Okay.
I did that first time I started up as well.
Wait, what? I just did that. I've put the stop back. Oh, right. Okay. It should work this time.
Joker, take a look at my pilot. I'm to your right.
Yes. I can
You've
see
got
the
goggles on
NVG
as well.
going on your head.
Runway's clear.
Oh, that's really good. But now I can't see my things. I can't use my night vision with the MFDs.
Should be able to.
No, it's just white.
Which MFD?
The left one.
What have you got on it?
The FLIR.
Yeah, turn it to black hot.
How do I do that?
Right. How many Harriers are still flying?
I'm about to get up.
Right. Whenever you're just flying around and you keep the flap system on, does it just maintain 5 degrees flaps all the time?
I think it does, yeah. In
Oh.
auto.
On
Because
cruise
if
or in auto?
In both, it does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just turned it off and I just gained 50 knots. I went from
Turned-
400 to 450.
Hmm.
So that's a piece of advice for those who are flying it. It helps with fuel economy.
And what exactly did you turn off? Because you can put the flaps in either cruise,
Yeah.
auto, or VTOL.
No,
Or you can turn the flap
I turned off
system
flap
off.
power.
Oh,
I removed power.
It's the switch underneath it.
okay.
Okay, I'm gonna come in for a landing.
Which airfield?
Your airfield, I forgot the name of it.
Batumi.
Batumi, yes.
Okay, tally you. I'll hold short.
I'm light, so I'm gonna go for a vertical landing.
Try to go for a vertical landing.
I've done it before. Twice.
Joker, I'll hold short and wait for you.
I'll go for a
Yeah, I'm
landing as well. It doesn't look like any aircraft are spawning.
I'm just trying to figure out how to use the Mavericks.
Well, I've taken Mavericks as well, so we can work it out in the air.
Okay. Right, let's not turn the engine off this time. There we go.
I'm gonna come in from the land because I need to do a slowdown run first.
How do you turn all the like nav lights and stuff on? never mind, done it.
Bottom left. I've actually turned them all on for myself, but I don't see them, so I don't know what's going on there.
Have you turned on the master light switch?
There's a master light switch. I'm not aware of that.
I am here, Tilly.
Yeah, I see you behind me. Distro, are we clear to take off?
If you do it quickly, yeah. Or if you want to witness my great landing powers, then hang around.
No, I'm sure you'll crash. Right, let's line up,
Yeah.
Joker.
Right, I am ready.
Got your stow stop?
You better hurry up because I'm...
No, because I don't need it. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, rolling.
We're going, Distro. You happy now? Airborne. Gear up.
My frames in the Harrier now are brilliant.
Then it definitely has to do with
mine have gone
lagging.
up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I am overtaking you, Tilly.
No joy.
I am below you.
Tally.
Heading. Are we going to waypoint 1? Just following the waypoints.
Yeah. We'll just finish off taking out those vehicles because they didn't all get destroyed.
Aha, there is my artificial runway.
I'll climb to Angels 5.
Yeah. Putting the NVGs on made me go from 45 frames down to 12 again.
I would definitely prefer to use the nav flare over MVGs.
Yeah.
I mean,
Eventually,
in
when
like
they
a
put
dogfight
in,
scenario, it would be good, but nah.
they're going to put in the brightness and contrast controls for the nav flare at some point, and then you will be able to have NVGs and nav flare on at the same time
Oh,
without it blinding you.
right, I'm leveling off. Right, let's continue to look for this.
Oops, I'm at the end of the runway.
There we go, AGM.
Yeah, I couldn't slow down either.
You did say it was more slippery, didn't you?
There's no brakes, more like.
You'll have to start fitting the parachute again.
Yeah.
I was keeping my nose up and I had my air brakes out and I was hardly slowing down and I rolled off the runway before I noticed that. I was at the end.
I'm rolling a lot.
Yeah, I'll have to respawn. I'm stuck in the cross.
I appear to be lagging a lot.
My frame rate's died again.
Select IRMV.
Yep.
Oh, right, because I need to... Okay. So I need to wait for them to heat up, don't I?
Or cool down.
Copy.
Oh, cool.
This time
Yes,
I'm
I-
not going to take an eclair pod, but I'm going to use my brake chute.
I'll be right back.
I'm coming in for a landing.
Did the Mavericks automatically start cooling, or do I need
No,
to...
you need to go into like the weapons page and select IRMV.
Rearming complete.
I'm turning left to waypoint. I can't see. To waypoint 2. Alright, I'll turn my flare on, good. I put that. So I'll put it to night, and then do that. Yeah!
I don't see any timer counting down for them.
I don't either. I think in the like bottom left you'll see like a standby thing.
Yeah, that's what it was
that's it.
according to Jabbers. You just have
I'm
to
just
wait
looking at the
for the
thing.
standby to disappear and ready to appear.
Okay.
Well, I'm going for a swim.
Blip blip. Blip blip. Blip. Blip.
I think it might have been too heavy for that.
Lost tally on you, Joker.
It's fine, just keep following the waypoints.
I'm taxiing into the runway to take off. Will those fighters spawn or shall I take a Harrier as well?
I don't think they're going to spawn. I think I messed up those triggers.
Who's just taken off in a Harrier?
That was me. It's the first time I've taken off.
Okay, I'm taking off behind you.
What was it scary? You know, is it scary to
yeah,
take on
really.
a Harrier in VR?
Not really. It's actually quite good. It's just you don't really know what to expect first time around.
I can see this becoming one of my favourites.
Yeah, I'm going to use this a lot. I thought it wasn't going to be like that effective in like DCS, but I think it's going to be
it's
really
very
good.
effective.
22 miles from waypoint 3, Joker.
I am. No, I can't see because I'm like, heating up my mavs, and you have to be in air-to-ground mode for it.
Yeah, so am I. I was using my nav page on the other MFCD.
Where does it tell you the range?
Top right.
Oh, I'm 2 miles from a waypoint. Right, I'm
Still
21
says
miles.
standby.
Oh, mine says ready now. Did you press IRMV in the top left?
Yep.
Okay, well, they should be ready in a bit. Right, so what does it say?
Then which page do I want to be able to use the Mavericks?
Right, you just press the uncage button and it'll automatically put it on there for you.
On what?
The if on the weapons page, just uncage and it'll automatically give you the right thing.
Okay, well, I tried it and it didn't. I guess because they're not ready.
Alright.
12 miles out from that target, so I'll just orbit.
I can't move this thing. Oh, there we go. That's better. I think I can see the fires and the flames. Yes, I can.
I'm taxiing to the wrong way.
Oops. Oh no, I just deselected.
So, I've got my stores page up, and the OSB one, the top left,
Yeah.
says IRMV. I have that selected.
Yeah. And then in the bottom left, does it still say standby?
Yeah.
Right.
I'll try it again.
It doesn't say anything else. You just press that, wait for it to heat up, and then that's it.
And nothing else. You don't need to do anything else.
I'll read what it says. Select the STRS page in the MPCD. Select
select
the
the storage
IRMV
page.
weapon in the top row. All IR Mavericks will be powered and will start the cooldown process. The missile
Okay.
status will be indicated above button 20. Stand by for cooldown in process or ready for the missile ready. Once cooldown process is ended, pilot can either select IR video or deselect the weapons. And that's all
I'll
it says.
just keep waiting then, I guess.
Which Mavericks did you take? The infrared ones?
Yeah, that's why it says IRMV.
I was just checking. Come on, finish.
What? Yours haven't cooled either?
No, I accidentally deselected them, so I had to restart.
Doesn't take more than 3 minutes to do it. And it's been more than 3 minutes.
I'm not sure then.
I think we need more practice.
Yeah.
How do you get the flare up on your HUD?
It's the DMT. Oh, on the hood. There's a switch above the INS.
So
Do
yeah,
that.
you need to make sure the FLIR is on. That's a 2-position switch above your INS.
Copy.
Then on the upfront controller, just below that, you'll see that there's a 3-position switch marked day, auto, and night. It's next to where you turn the HUD on.
Yep, got it. Day, auto, night.
Yeah, put it into night. And then
Yep.
the button that you need to have bound is sensor select switch. Is it down? The push
Yeah, it's
button
down.
one. Yeah, HUD reject TGP. I think it's called HUD reject TGP.
I'm off, guys, now.
Okay, Risky.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
I'll see you later.
Good night.
Good
See you
night.
tomorrow.
Right.
Have you got that, Loki?
Yeah, just having a look now. There's HUD reject mode down, HUD reject mode up.
No, it's sensor select switch down.
Don't confuse it with fore and aft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got it. Let me level off and try it again.
Joker, my Mavericks are ready.
Good, right. Attack when ready.
How?
Right. So uncage,
Yep.
and then just use your TDC to move it around.
Okay.
Then do the action position to lock it, I think. And then once you're in range, you'll be a bit like the A10. I think that's how it works. And mine are ready also. Turning inbound.
Oh, that's really weird to look through, isn't it?
I'm taking off.
What's still alive?
There's something shooting up at me. How do I fine tune my target once I've locked it? Because it's locking on whatever I put my velocity marker on, but then I can't fine tune that.
You should use the TDC.
Yeah, have you got that bound to a key rather than an axis?
Yeah, it wasn't working.
This is where I got stuck as well
Had a
trying to
lot
deploy
then.
them last time.
Is the this the I forgot what it's called. Will it auto go back to its last coordinates or not?
I think it does, yeah.
Okay.
Using the INS.
The DMT does the same thing.
So how do I make fine-tuned adjustments then? You said you were having trouble with it. Yeah, but the TDC doesn't work, Joker.
I managed to make it move. I think it was try the action button held down plus TDC.
Okay, I'll give that a go.
I haven't actually got a TDC button bound anymore because I did have the mouse nipple on the Warthog.
That's what I've... Well,
I
I've got the action button.
I bound it as keyboard controls and they work, so I don't think the axes controls are working at the moment.
No, it's not working when I do that. I'll have to have a play. Did you just splash something, Joker?
Negator. I don't know where my thingy is right now.
Loki killed a BMP.
Okay.
I wasn't sure I'd hit that.
Was that with the Maverick?
No, it was rockets. I'm struggling to make stuff out, if I'm honest.
With the nav flare?
Yeah.
It's a shame things look hot that aren't hot.
I think a lot of the targets must be in the town as well, and it's really difficult
Yeah.
to make them out.
Rifle, please!
It's a shame we don't have the hotspot detector either.
Yes, I
Yeah.
killed something! Oh.
Was that with the Maverick, Joker?
Yes. Oh, that... my plane doesn't like that, though.
No, being unbalanced is quite bad for that area.
I killed something with it, I'm proud.
I'm going to try doing the toggle version of the TDC action button.
Yeah,
then.
you know how that you were saying that German person, like, it was struggling? I can see why.
Okay, I'm running in again. The rockets.
Where does it say where your Mavericks are ready?
In the SDRS page or something. Like
Stores page, bottom
Yeah.
left.
Okay.
Oh, I'm picking up some serious speed now.
No, didn't see anything down there.
The action button no longer works with the toggle thing at all, so I'm not really sure what I'm doing wrong.
I don't know what I've locked onto, but rifle. Just want to get even again. And it was a house. You've hit these targets really well.
They moved.
Oh. They hit themselves really well.
I think we're going to have to carpet bomb the village.
Oi!
It's the only way we're
War
going to get
crimes.
them. It's the only way we're going to get them.
They're complicit in it.
Yeah, I just get so much more speed. Well, if I keep the flaps at 0.
How do you... Is there a way to, like, reset the camera?
Yeah, the nose wheel steering button.
Oh, not what it is. Okay, it's my pinky switch. There we go. Oh wow, yeah. So much more speed with flaps at 0.
I crashed.
Oh dear.
Right, I'm going to call it a day.
Yeah, me too. I just landed and shut down my engine. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. See you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
I'll be on playing.
Good night.
Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow.